Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be updating my 2022 project pan. This is my 10 pan rolling style project where I'm working on 10 products at a time with a variety of goals, whether usage or hitting pan or emptying. This is my third update, so if you aren't caught up, I do have the playlist linked down below, but we're gonna go ahead and jump right into the update. First up is my primer, which is the YSL Touche Eclat, I believe it is pronounced. It is their Blur Primer Mini. I got this as a sample from Sephora a little while back, and I just wanted to go ahead and use it up because while I really like the product, it's not my typical preferred primer. So my goal with this is to empty it. I rolled it in last month, and now this is where we're at. We have made some really good progress. We're not halfway through it, but I feel like another 2 months on this probably. It moves way faster than you would think. It's a pretty thick formula, but it moves pretty fast. So I only used this 15 times this last month, which is not a ton. I don't feel like. I mean, I only have 2 primers and I just kind of alternate usage on them. I use them when I want to. I don't try to force myself to stick with one, but only 15 uses and we're already pretty low on it. I think another 30 uses and I could have it done. So yeah, I'm thinking another 2 months on this guy and I'm kind of excited about that. My next product is my concealer product, and that is my Rare Beauty Liquid Touch Brightening Concealer. This is in the shade 120C. I bought this back at the beginning of last year, I think, and my goal with this was to empty it up, and I have emptied it. So hopefully you will be able to see in here. I think you can see pretty well in the picture, but hopefully you'll be able to see here in the video as well. I have dug out as much as I can with this. I took the stopper out. I really scraped the sides. Like it is as done can be. And I'm very excited about that. I feel like, you know, that's pretty cool to be able to say that I used all of this. I used it a total of 22 times this last month, which put me at a total of 78 uses within this project. At the start of the project, I was using this alongside my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I really liked that combo, but I've just discovered this is not my favorite concealer. It's okay, it does a good job, it's a pretty good price point, but not my favorite, and I probably won't repurchase it just because there are other ones I like so much better. But in its place, I decided I am actually going to roll in my Rare Beauty foundation. Now, I was working on this one last year with the hopes of finishing it up, and I was weighing it in that project, but I decided this time I'm gonna try measuring it. So I'm down here with this, and that's theoretically I'm down there. Weighing it didn't give me very much motivation, and it also didn't seem to be super accurate because some months it would feel like I did a ton and it didn't move at all. And I don't know, I didn't love going based off the weight for this product in particular because I was using it so much and not getting very much back from it. So I'm gonna try marking it this time. It is hard to mark because it's so liquidy and it's just coated the sides, but when I swirl the dough foot around, I can kind of see where it stops, like where it will sit for a minute before covering back up. And so that's kind of how I'm gonna do it for now. We'll see as the months go along if I need to do something different to track the usage, but I want to empty this out. Like it needs to go. I would declutter it, but I'm so close to having it done. I feel like that I don't even mind if I have to use it for the next 3 or 4 months. I want to get this done. So I would like to empty this up. Again, I don't really know how long it's going to take, maybe 3 or 4 months, but hopefully we can get this guy out of my collection. The next product is my bronzer, which is my Maybelline City Bronzer. I have been working on this since last year, and my goal is to empty it out. And this is where I'm currently at with it. It is getting pretty close to being used up. I think, though, it's getting harder and harder to pick a product, but I think I'm probably gonna repress it, which I know means it'll probably take a little longer to use. I was really hoping to have it done this month, but obviously we still have a decent amount of product. There's a good amount over here, but it's just so thin and stuck to the edges that I think I'm gonna repress it probably later today. So if I do, I will have a picture of what it's looking like now. But I did use this 23 times this last month, which put me at a total of 79 uses. I have been using it every single day. Whenever I do my bronzer, I use this one. So hopefully, like I said, I was thinking that I could get it done by this month, but now it's looking like another 2 months probably. I'm gonna repress it today just to make it a little easier to pick up the product. So once you repress, typically it adds another month or so on, I find. So I think 2 months. It'll take me another 2 months to finish this. But I do like this bronzer. Hopefully repressing it won't like mess with the formula too much, but that is where we are currently at. My next product is my highlighter from my NARS Atomic Blonde palette in the shade Last Call. If you are watching my Pandas eyeshadow palette series and you don't want spoilers, then either skip this or maybe go watch that other video if you haven't watched it yet, but I'm just gonna go ahead and show you what it's looking like. So this is where we are at. I hope this isn't blinding. I hadn't used this light before, so hopefully it's not just blinding you with reflection right now. But yes, this is where we are currently at on this product. The pan has expanded. I think you can see that it's not a ton, but again, I'm working to thin this out over here. Now, something that I've been thinking about doing is pressing this into another container. I didn't want to do that until much later in the project where I have had a lot of usage on this, because I do have pan on it and it's kind of cool to see the pan grow, and I didn't want to get rid of that, but I'm at the point now where it's getting kind of frustrating to have it in the same container as these eyeshadows. So I don't know, I may repress it into a different container. Let me know if you guys would prefer for me to do that so that I don't have these eyeshadows with the highlighter. I don't know if that would make it easier for the projects or what, but yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to just finish it in here, but I feel like it's going to take so long, and it's a little bit frustrating to have my highlighter stuck with my eyeshadows. So I don't know. Well, I may repress it, but it's still so much product and I don't really want to have to repress it. So I'm not sure about that. That being said, I did use this 18 times this last month, which puts me at a total of 65 uses within this project. So I think, knowing that I've used it 65 times, I think this is gonna take me pretty much the whole year to use up. It's gonna take me a while. It's thin, it's thinning around the center, but it's still gonna take a long time. So yeah, I'm not positive what I'm gonna do with this. I may repress it because I know it is gonna take such a long time. So in some ways I'm thinking, well, I may as well go ahead and repress it now, but I don't know, maybe give me your thoughts. Let me know if you would prefer I not repress it or just go ahead and do that, and we'll see. The next product is my blush, and this is my NARS Sex Appeal blush. This one I am just working to use 100 times. And this is where we're currently at. This pan is rapidly expanding. I used this blush 14 times this last month, which puts me at a total of 38 uses within the project. We still have 62 uses to go before we hit our goal. So we're a little over a third of the way through. And that tells me that this is probably gonna be pretty close to emptying at that point. So yeah, that may be where we're at with it. I don't know. We will see. I'm enjoying seeing the amount of progress that I'm getting with this amount of usage. It's very interesting to watch this blush kind of just disappear as other blushes take forever. So I don't know. I still enjoy using it. I really like it. I have it on today. It's a very subtle blush, but you can build it up pretty well. So I do like this quite a bit, and we will probably have it in, I would imagine we'll have it in through at least early fall. All right, next up is another long-running product, and this is my Bobbi Brown gel liner. Now, I did say a couple of months ago that my updated goal is sort of to have this empty by the end of June, and I still would like to do that. I think it's possible. So this is where we are currently at. You can see I've made some really good progress. I've been working on this since last year, and I have made, man, I have gone so far in this. There's so much progress in this. So yeah, I think that I can get this emptied by the end of June. That'll probably be pushing it. I'll have to be pretty disciplined about using it regularly, but I think I can do it. That's another 3 months. There's a chance I'm being too ambitious with it, but there's a chance that it'll work. I used this a total of 16 times this last month, which puts me at a total of 53 uses in the project, and I feel like that's a pretty good number. I do want to up my usage on it though, so I think I'm gonna have a goal of using it at least 20 times for the next 3 months, because I think that's probably the only way I'm actually gonna get it used up. So hopefully I can stick with that. That's gonna be kind of like my mini goal. Obviously, I just wanna get this emptied up by the end of the year, but it would be kind of fun to see if I could do it by the end of June. Next up is my lip liner, which is my KKW Beauty lip liner in the shade Nude 1.5. My goal is to use this one 60 times just because it takes so long to use up lip liners. So I just want to keep this in rotation to make sure I am using it. I used this a total of 11 times this last month, which puts us at 36 uses in the project, which means I'm a little over halfway on my goal. So this is where we're currently at on my notebook. I obviously started up here and now we are down to here. There's a ton of product left to go as expected, but I'm really happy to see that I'm making such steady progress on it. Since I'm at 36 uses, obviously I could push and get this done in a month, but I think it'll take me another 2 months. And I think that'll be my goal. That would be at the beginning of June, I'd be rolling this out. So I'd be happy with that. And I'll be really happy with the progress that I've made. All right, only 3 more products to go. Next is my Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Glow. My goal with this is to empty it. And as you can see, we're doing pretty well. We're about halfway now. I feel like I'm making pretty steady progress on it. I think you can see that, you know, each of these lines is pretty well even. And if I wanted to, I could probably push and get this finished up in a couple of months. But I think right now my goal will be more like summertime. So June, July, I hope to have it finished up, but I'm not too worried about pressing through it too quickly. Obviously, the movement is pretty fast on these kinds of things, but I am pretty happy with my overall progress on it. I did only use this 8 times this last month, which puts me at a total of 26 uses. So it's on the lower side, but like I've said before, I'm not looking to rush through this. I do like this lip gloss. It's just not my favorite formula anymore, so I would like to transition this one out and get something else in its place. And while I could totally push and use this another 26 times in a month if I wanted to, I could use this every single day and probably have it very close to being done. I'm not concerned about that. I don't really want to just blow through this. I want to take my time on it and enjoy it while I have it and then get something and replace it. On to the final 2 products and the 2 beauty products within this project. First up is my CO Bigelow Rose Salve. I've been using this lip balm as a prep every morning before I put on my makeup. So the progress is pretty menial on it, but that is why I have it in the project. I want to be able to see it change over the year because I know that this is the sort of product that you never see the progress on unless you're taking regular update photos to see that progress. So this is where we're currently at this month. I think you can see a decent amount of progress. It's nothing, the progress is nothing epic. It's nothing that's gonna make you go, oh my gosh, she's used so much product. However, I think that if you look at the first picture to the last picture, you can see pretty well I've made some good progress, and that's encouraging. That makes you want to continue to use the product, and that's exactly why I have it in this project. I used this 24 times this last month, which puts me at a total of 71 uses within the project. Like I think I said this at the beginning and possibly every single month. This is almost definitely going to be in the project the whole year, but I'm okay with that, and I'm really excited to see how much progress I can actually make throughout the year. All right, and the last product is my perfume, which is the Elizabeth & James Nirvana Amethyst perfume. I've got it decanted into this pretty fresh bottle because the original bottle broke, and I am working to empty it up. This is where we are at. You can see it's pretty steady progress. Every month has been about the same amount. That does mean this is gonna take me a while to use up. I don't know if I can get this done this year with this amount of progress, but I am trying to remember to reuse it every so often. I'm not making myself reuse it every single day, but if like I am going somewhere in the evening, I try to refresh with this. But I just kind of feel like this is one of those slow and steady wins the race products. So we're just gonna keep on moving with it, keep on trying to use it. I did use it 22 times this last month, which is a little lower than normal for me. I forgot to use it a couple of times, so that brought the usage down, but that put me at a total of 79 uses within the project. So we're nearing 100 on it. We're getting pretty close to that. Hopefully, I don't know. I don't know that there's any way for me to move faster on this aside from just being like, oh, hey, maybe apply it every 3 hours or something. But I don't really feel like I need to do that. I don't want to just use product to use product. So this may be in the project for a while. I hope you guys don't find that too boring, but yeah, that's kind of where we're at with this. So those are all the updates for my products. I will touch on the nail polish that I've been working on. I mentioned at the beginning that I'm gonna update you guys on that. I haven't used it in over a month, so it's still at the same point. So just wanted to mention it. I am intending, as you can probably tell, with my grubby nails, I just removed my dip nail that I had the previous month, and it did last me an entire month, but it was time to remove it, and now my nails are, I'm trying to give them a tiny break. But as that is done, I am planning to kind of be a little bit more intentional and focus in on that nail polish. So there's a good chance that I'll start using that more regularly, and I might actually be able to update you guys on it. But that's why I didn't make an official part of this project, because I knew nail polish takes so long and I didn't want to make it an actual product where I'm like, oh yeah, I used it once this month or something like that. So just to mention it, that's where we're at. I do think that is everything for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will let you know, since this is the beginning of the second quarter, I will have my Q2 inventory update next week. So be on the lookout for that. And then I may also have a fourth video. I've been wanting to do an empties video for a long time, so that is in the plans. So I have this whole massive tote bag of products ready to go waiting for me. Some of them are from last year, some of them are from this year, and I just need to go through them and tell you about them. I'm not entirely certain how I want to go about that. So if you have any requests, if you have certain ways that you like empty videos done, let me know in the comments below. I would love your input before I film it, because it's something that maybe I would like to start doing on a quarterly basis. I don't want to necessarily do it every single month, but maybe a quarterly basis I could kind of give you an update on like my empties and my purchases, what I've done. This first one will just be an empties video, but maybe I could start doing that at the end of every quarter. Kind of like I give you an update on my inventory at the beginning of the quarter, maybe I could do an end of the quarter update on what I've emptied and purchased in that quarter. So if you'd be interested in that, let me know. Again, if you have any suggestions, please do let me know. I love hearing from you guys, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.